So Ketu in second house. This is the most toughest karmic pattern for the Rahu Ketu. That Ketu in second and Rahu in eight. So second house is the house of the speech, family, finances, and the self-worth. Even your sanskar, ethics, value, family values. That also we see from the second house. So second house governs our daily family life, accumulated wealth, and communication style. So when Ketu, a planet of detachment, past life karma, and spirituality resides here, it brings both challenges and hidden wisdom. So when you have a Ketu, a planet of detachment in second house, you may feel emotionally disconnected from your family or experience a sense of not belonging to your home environment. Ketu gives unusual family patterns such as the adoption, stepmother, father in family, or if it is a positively placed, then maybe your family environment is so spiritual, like maybe your family does not go to so much of material material aspect of life. You may or may not be rich, but you don't feel attached with the money and the wealth. One thing for sure, like you may not have so much cash in your bank, but for the basic things like the home, food, education, health, you will always have some money. Even if you don't have on that day, someone will come and help you for your finance related matter. Speech can be very sharp and mysterious, or maybe spiritual, but sometimes people may think it is harsh, and you may get misunderstood because of that. You might prefer silence over small talk, and may communicate more through energy. It also causes instability in your finances. Wealth may come and then go unexpectedly. The native may not value money in a conventional way, or might earn from spiritual or research or the hidden sources. When it is positively placed, it can give detachment from greed and the minimalist mindset. There is a possibility of distance or separation from family members, maybe physically, emotionally, or karmically. The native may feel different from their family, carrying the past karmic debts with them. Sometimes there is an ancestral karma around the wealth, property, speech that need resolution, and you won't be able to proceed in your life unless you finish this karma. So whatever problem you're facing, whether it's you cannot talk, like speech related, food related, or finance related, you need to sit and take the spiritual help, like the spiritual ways to help yourself on those matter. Speech and communication, when Ketu, you have Ketu in second, then you may have some mystic tone, or maybe you will have the deep and spiritual conversations. Sometimes it is also possible that you might have some speech defect, hesitation, or maybe you are introvert when it comes to talking. If aspected by benefics like Jupiter or Venus, the speech become wise. Ketu here shows the misuse of your speech and resources in last life. So in this life, utilize your resources for the spiritual upliftment and not just for the personal gain. Remedies for Ketu are like you can worship Lord Ganesha, then you can chant mantra Om Ketuve Namaha. You can offer food to the poor and the monks. Then avoid harsh speech in this life. You can use silver coin in your wallet, or you can also use a put Ketu yantra in your wallet, and also strengthen the dispositor of the second house. For example, if your Ketu is placed in Libra sign, then Venus is the lord of Libra, and then you can do the remedies regarding planet Venus, and that will be helpful too. So if you have Aries Aries sign in second house, means Ketu in Aries in second house, then maybe in past life you were warrior or leader or independent soul. So in this life you must learn to cooperation with the other, with the patients, and the lesson is like from me first, instead of me first, go to we together. Okay, so you'll have to adopt that attitude. If you have Taurus in second house and Ketu is sitting there, then maybe you were attached with the material comfort and wealth in past life. So this life lesson is you don't need to think about security more, and rather you should have the more surrender attitude. Okay, if Ketu is in a Gemini sign, then maybe in last life you were attached with the maybe you were the very skilled communicator, then maybe trader, or your intellect was so good, but in this life you must evolve towards the intuition and faith. And lesson for this life is, instead of having so much of information, gain some wisdom. Okay, if your Ketu is placed in a Cancer sign, then in past life, maybe you had very strong ties with the family, and maybe you played very motherly role. So in this life, you must learn independence and objectivity. So this life lesson for this life is like, instead of just feeling for others, take the responsibility. Okay, do actual work, but do not feel drained emotionally. If you have a Ketu in Leo, I mean Leo sign in the second house, and Ketu is sitting there, then maybe in your past life you were into power and fame, leadership, and the creative expression, those kind of roles. But so in this life you must learn humility and the teamwork. Okay, so, and get rid of your ego, and you should go from the lesson for this life is you should let go of your ego and just personal glory, and you should start giving more services to others. If you have a Virgo sign in second house, then maybe in last life you did like, you were so much detail oriented, analytical, and perfectionist. So in this life you must learn faith, surrender, and big picture of about the spirituality. Okay, so stop using overcritical mind and hard to trust the unseen. So lesson for this life is like, do not use too much logic. Instead, go with the intuition. So if you have Libra in second house, then last life you were focused in relationship, diplomacy, and the aesthetics. So in this life you must develop the individuality, okay, and self assertions. So you may lose, because if you go into partnership you may lose your identity there. So lesson for this life is, instead of balance, now learn for self definition. Explore yourself, like in terms of what kind of speech you want, what kind of finances you are interested in. Do like be make sure that you are following that individuality there. So if Scorpio in your second house and Ketu is there, then maybe last time you had gone through a lot of transformations. So in this life you must come with the peace with the material world, because Rahu is in Taurus. Okay, and then this life, try not to control things. Sagittarius sign in second house, then you maybe you were so much religious or philosophical, or with the moral authority. So you must explore in this life, you must explore open-mindedness, and learning and logic behind the things. So and lesson for this life is like, from belief to curiosity, because you have done a lot of belief or those things in last life. So instead of blindly believing something, now be curious. One sign in second house and Ketu is sitting there, then maybe you were so much structured, disciplined, and career focused. So in this life must open emotionally, okay, and nurture others. Lesson for this life is like, from ambitious nature to empath. Okay, so learn empathy, and that's your learning lesson. If you have Aquarius in second house and Ketu is there, then maybe in last life you were like social reformer, maybe you have done so much of humanitarian work, or maybe group oriented thinker. So in this life you should rediscover creativity and joy. May feel detached from emotions or individuality, but lesson is from collective to personal heart. So in last life you did lot for others, or you took decision in last life, you took decision which are group for the whole group or society. So this life you should focus on your personal heart, your personal thinking. Now if you have a Pisces in second house, then in past life you were mistake, dreamer, or deeply spiritual soul. So in this life you must ground spiritual spiritual ideas into practical life, because Rahu is in Virgo, and you may feel space out of the disconnected from reality. But lesson for this life is from just, instead of just thinking only spiritually, now think about how to apply them. Think how you to be practical in life. And so that's the whole video about the Ketu in second house. I tried to make as much as in detail. Hope that's very much helpful to you, and thank you for watching.